the favor. For many years, this almost A-list actress, and that's Meghan Markle, precariously balanced herself between dating and yachting. She thought of it as dating upward, and there are perks such as lifestyle and glamour and gifts of dating upward rather than yachting in the traditional sense. It was through her willingness to straddle the line that she fit right in with an organization, and that is Soho House, that has locations all over the world to facilitate meetings between the wealthy and the attractive people who are drawn to the wealthy.
Because evidence has resurfaced of Meghan Markle's alleged, rumored yacht girl day.
Oh my God. Did you guys see what just went down on SNL? Colin Jost didn't just crack a joke, he dropped a bomb. And the internet? Oh, it's on fire. Like wildfire level chaos. All because of a little smirk and a savage one-liner aimed straight at Meghan Markle. And guess what came crawling back from the shadows? Yup, those yacht photos. You know the ones. Sun-soaked trips, super yachts, shady VIPs, and Meghan right there in the middle of it all. Just like that, the drama's back and juicier than ever. The sketch might have been meant for laughs, but honey, the impact was deadly serious. Social media exploded. People are screaming, why hasn't Meghan ever talked about these resurfaced pics? Why the silence? And wait, why has so much of her online history just vanished? Buckle up, because you are not ready for what's coming. This isn't just tea, this is a full-blown kettle boiling over. So let's rewind for a sec. It all started with that smug little grin. You know, the one Colin Jost gives when he's about to cause trouble? Boom. Live on Saturday Night Live, right in the middle of Weekend Update, he locks eyes with the camera and casually drops Trump's new UK trade deal would send Meghan Markle back, but only if she deletes her entire Instagram again. Cue the audience roaring. But let's be real, that wasn't just a throwaway gag. That was a precision strike. That one sentence hit where it hurts. Because guess what? It was a reminder. Meghan might have rebranded. She might have polished every inch of her public image with Netflix deals and polished speeches, but the internet never forgets. And baby, the past, it just pulled up a chair and sat at the table within minutes. TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, they were digging, reposting those old yacht photos, pulling up names, dates, connections, and the question everyone's asking now, how much of Meghan's current public persona is real and how much is a PR fairy tale? Remember, when she joined the royal family, she didn't just delete Instagram. Her blog, The Tig, gone. Friends who once posted selfies and praise, poof. Photos from her early Hollywood days, wiped. It was like watching a digital magician at work. Everything pre-royal life disappeared. But now, that carefully erased history, it's resurfacing. And Meghan, silent, not a word. No cheeky tweet, no innocent Instagram story, just nothing. And in today's world of receipts, where even a deleted story lives forever, that silence is deafening. People are calling it calculated. Like, what are you hiding, girl? Critics say the silence itself is the biggest red flag. Whether it's true or not, it's not helping her case. This wasn't just a joke gone viral. This was the dam breaking. And now, all eyes are on Meghan. So here's the twist that's got everyone spiraling. This isn't just about the past. This is about how Meghan allegedly climbed the ladder to royalty. Because the fairy tale story, it's getting shredded. The sweet American actress who just happened to fall in love with a prince? Cute, but some folks are saying, nah, this was a strategy. According to online sleuths and insiders, Meghan didn't just stumble into the royal life, she worked her way in hard. We're talking yacht parties with elite guests, popping up at fashion weeks, and cozy dinners with London's inner circle. She wasn't just networking, she was climbing. And here's where it gets juicy. That meet cute with Prince Harry? Yeah, people are starting to think it wasn't a fluke. More like the final boss level in a game she'd been playing for years. A chessboard she mapped out move by move. Now, no one's denying she's got ambition. That girl hustled. Hollywood gigs, celeb connections, red carpets, all of it. But now the narrative's flipping. What used to be called ambition is being labeled as manipulation. And that's the kind of rebranding no PR team wants. Meanwhile, Still nothing from Meghan's side. No statements, no explanations, just glossy pics and curated content. But the internet is on fire. They're peeling back layers faster than you can say royal scandal. The story she and Harry have been telling, it's starting to crack. That SNL joke didn't just poke fun, it flipped the entire energy around Meghan Markle. You could feel the shift. It was like, for the first time, the mainstream audience caught on to something the forums and Reddit threads have been screaming for years. It wasn't just a joke anymore, it was a wake-up call. Meghan went from untouchable duchess to punchline in 10 seconds flat. And the worst part? The joke landed. Because people remembered. The Instagram, the blog, the sudden disappearance of anything that didn't fit the royal mold. So now everyone's talking loudly, not just about what's been hidden, but why. Why delete the past? Why bury the blog that used to be your pride and joy? Why silence old friends and ghost old co-stars? It's not adding up. And here's the thing. Some media outlets who used to handle Meghan with silk gloves, even they're switching up. They're saying it now. Strategic silence, image control, digital cleanup operation. Not flattering terms for a duchess who once had the world cheering for her. The defense strategy? Cry racism, blame the media, call it a smear campaign. But this time, it's not working. Why? Because people are coming with receipts, screenshots, backups, old articles dug out of the Wayback Machine. All the stuff her team thought they buried, the internet's bringing it back to life. Let's be clear, no one cares that Meghan had a life before royalty. Everyone does. But the issue? The way it was all aggressively erased, rewritten, sanitized like it never existed. And now people are starting to feel like they were sold a story, a fiction. Even her supporters are starting to back away, slowly, because they know public perception is ruthless. And right now, the vibe? Meghan's not being targeted. She's finally being seen. And honey, what really set this whole blaze off? It wasn't a gossip mag or paparazzi ambush. It was regular people, internet sleuths, everyday folks using facial recognition, matching yacht locations to social media check-ins, pulling receipts from deleted pages. And what they're finding? Oh boy. Patterns, connections, timelines that suddenly make sense. Names from party lists lining up with her old Hollywood circle. Deleted photos popping back up like ghosts. The cover-up is looking way more suspicious than the past itself. But it doesn't stop there. The people who used to be loud and proud about knowing Meghan? Dead silent. Former co-stars avoiding questions. Stylists who once flaunted her suddenly acting like they've never met her. And now the whispers, NDAs, gag orders, legal threats. That kind of silence, that doesn't happen by accident. That's controlled, enforced. And it's making the public more than just curious, it's making them suspicious. So now we're not just dealing with curiosity. This has turned into full-on suspicion. The Meghan that was once seen as the misunderstood outsider, the one we all rooted for when she married into the stiff upper lip monarchy, yeah, that image is cracking. Badly. Because, let's be honest, when regular people start connecting dots that professional journalists won't even touch, you know something's up. And get this, some of those old yacht photos, they're not just random snapshots anymore. People are syncing them with geotags, lining up the timelines with known events, and guess what? The overlaps are way too clean to ignore. The yacht parties, the Instagram check-ins, the elite guest lists, it's all tying together. And it's not painting a picture of coincidence. It's painting a portrait of calculated planning. And let's talk about those friends, you know, the ones who used to post about her constantly, the girls' trips, the brunches, the red carpet shout-outs. Gone, silent, like they never even knew her. Some fans are even saying it's like a ghost town around Meghan's old social circle. And when silence like that is enforced, when it feels too quiet, too clean, you know there's legal stuff involved. NDAs, contracts, pressure. And here's the kicker. People don't just go silent for no reason. That kind of hush-hush behavior, that's what happens when someone doesn't want their past coming back, when the truth doesn't fit the new narrative. So naturally, the public's trust? Crashing. Because people can feel when they're being manipulated. When the story they were told, the fairy tale, is actually a screenplay. And now, all those polished interviews, those filtered Instagram posts, the Netflix documentary scenes, they're starting to look less like real life and more like a performance. And Meghan still hasn't said a word. The longer she stays quiet, the louder the questions get. Why erase so much of her past? Why silence people who used to be proud to know her? Why does everything feel so scripted? Even her defenders are struggling now. You can't keep shouting unfair media when the receipts are everywhere. Screenshots don't lie. Archived blogs don't lie. Former friends going radio silent doesn't lie. And that's what's making this whole thing blow up. And we have to talk about how this isn't just gossip anymore. It's turned into an investigation. People who used to scroll by Meghan headlines are now deep diving into forums, combing through cached websites, reverse image searching old party photos. And what they're finding? A pattern. A carefully curated pattern. And it's making people feel played. Because it's not just about Meghan's past anymore. It's about the effort, the intensity of hiding it, the length her team has gone to scrub, to silence, to spin. And that says more than any yacht photo ever could. And what's the effect of all this? Simple. The narrative is slipping. The shine is fading. Meghan Markle went from media darling to media target, and she's losing control of the story fast. Because you can only keep a lid on things for so long before they start boiling over. Some might say, so what? Everyone has a past. True. But not everyone tries this hard to erase it. And when you do, people start asking, what are you hiding? And let's be real. This isn't just Meghan's mess anymore. Harry's in it too. Did he know everything? Or was he just the final step in her plan? What's wild is it all blew up over one joke. A 10-second SNL jab. One smirk and suddenly, the internet exploded. Because it wasn't just funny. It hit a nerve. It said what people had only dared to whisper. Now Meghan's not just a duchess. She's a trending topic, a headline, a full-blown investigation. TikTok sleuths, Reddit threads, exposés everywhere. This isn't just gossip. It's about power, image, and the cracks in a picture-perfect story. And honestly, people aren't buying the fairy tale anymore. They want the truth. So what do you think? Is Meghan being unfairly dragged? Or is the mask finally slipping? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to check out the rest of the tea. Until next time, bye.